Hello, 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 hello. All right, it's been a little bit since I've been able to come on and get some readings completed here. So if you're welcome, thanks so much for. Oh my goodness, even my words. So if you're hopping on for your first time, welcome in. My name is Robin, and I'm an intuitive psychic medium, all the things. So one of the things that I want to focus in on here tonight, hello Sandra, is I actually want to work with my crystal ball, which I absolutely love. It's new. If you are a subscriber, we're going to prioritize you. I have my list here. So again, if you want to come in and subscribe, please take the time to do that. You'll always get a free reading no matter what I'm offering here. And you'll also get priority, which is really nice when we're really busy. And so I have been doing Theta Healing Thursdays. So tonight is Thursday. Happy Valentine's Day. I missed Valentine's Day on here yesterday, so I thought I'd hop on, do some love readings as well. Hello, Catherine. So that's what's going on. I have noticed attempting to do meditation Monday at a specific time, Tuesday tarot underneath my YouTube channel, Theta Thursday, all of these great ideas. It seems like it's just not flowing. So what I'm going to do is, if you're a subscriber, you get priority and you always get a reading, okay? And so that's what I'm going to do the way it's always been, because it feels like it's too chaotic when I'm doing other things. And so I'm still going to do my best to be mindful of these things that I would like to do. However, it's not always going to be on a set schedule, okay? And that's where I started, and that's what I'm coming back to for a reason. I've been doing this for a long time, so that seems fair. So again, if you're a subscriber, we're going to start with you. So feel free to do that. Otherwise, we're going to pull somebody up here and do a reading for you. And you can also do a paid reading, and the way you get a paid reading is by going to my link tree in my bio. Thank you very much, I really appreciate it. And I have different options there. So there are 4 options for you to get, and once I see that payment pop up on my screen, then we'll focus on you, and paids go ahead of subscribers. So please let me know how your Valentine's Day was. We're coming into another week. Please make sure you check out my weekly energy readings underneath Horseman Readings through YouTube. As well, I have been streaming to my Facebook page as well. I came on and did a video yesterday. I did a video on everybody's stuff, letting them know that there are people who are making fake pages of me, and so just be aware of that if you get messages that I'm never going to message you. You know, if you're already following me or I'm already added as a friend, that's my only account, and so I hear other people coming on and saying these things and repeating it, but it's for a reason, okay? So I won't continue to let people know that, but hopefully that word gets across. So if you are interested, okay, love life, perfect. So we're gonna write Catherine's name down. I'm not gonna write anybody else's name down. I'm just gonna start there, okay? So I don't know why, but I'm getting for you to focus on someone that you would like to bring in to your love life. And more focusing on the attraction between you and this person, okay? I'm only one day late here. I'm actually doing love readings until the 16th, so if you want to take advantage of those specials and deals, you can, okay? So focus on this, Catherine. First card that comes through here. Hello, Jess. So, Jess, you are a subscriber, so we're going to do you next, and we'll go really quickly with Catherine here, okay? Thank you so much for being here. So, the Lover's card here for you, Catherine, says that your heart right now is... Come in, Georgie. I tried putting my pretty flowers here in the corner, but they're not really in the video. Your heart right now is going through a lot of changes, and as a result of this, it feels like there's so much fluctuation. It's hard for you to identify with what it is that you really want. And so my suggestion here would be for you to follow through with the actions that you believe in. So essentially, I'm hearing practice what you preach. And so if there's something that you really want in your life, then you need to not settle for anything other than that. And so I find this is similar to someone who says, "Oh, I need a person who worships the ground that I walk on." Um, but when they meet someone that doesn't do that, they're kind of like, well, that's okay. It's okay that they don't do that, you know? Like, it's almost when we say one thing, but then we're almost accepting that they don't have that quality. And then it can go the other way. Here you have someone absolutely, totally beautiful in front of you, and you're making excuses of what's wrong with that person. So it feels like this has been a big thing for people lately. There's a lot of up and down with a lot of people's mindsets right now. And so not only do I do a public weekly underneath Facebook and YouTube, but we do one in my membership group as well. And that was more coming up for my members, that importance of understanding the overactive energy and the underactive energy. Okay, so it could be this way or it could be that way. There's no distinct way, but it's out of balance. All right. Hope you found that helpful, Catherine. So, Jess, are you here? And do you have a question? Let me know. Thank you so much for being here, guys. I hope you had a wonderful Valentine's Day. You're welcome. So, Catherine, does any of that make sense? Are you finding something's out of balance there with your heart? And just let me know if you have a question. And then we'll do free readings here as well. All right, Susanna, thank you. Just what's coming up with love. Okay. So, Susanna, just okay. So Jess will pull you up a quick card here, and then we'll go into Susanna. All right. Just to give her a little bit of time. So Susanna, if you have a question, if you wrote it down, I didn't see it, feel free to write it down here in the comments, okay? So we'll give you a minute to do that. And it doesn't have to be one question. You can ask where you're paid for as many questions as you'd like. This is going to be a mini reading for you, okay? Hello, Susanna. I got your message. So feel free to put in whatever your questions were, because if you wrote them down, I didn't see them, okay? And you can do general as well, whichever you choose. So temperance card here, Jess, we'll just finish you, start you, finish you. One of the things that's coming up here is self-expression and a need for belonging. So I just feel like you want so badly to be like a person that could just agree to disagree. I see you wanting to work harder and strive harder to be that person. Someone who can just release tension, release stress, and just be able to roll with the punches. And something tells me right now, one of the things that you're going through is that this is like something you're struggling with. I almost feel like you're fighting with yourself a little bit in this sense. Thank you guys. That but I don't agree with this. So I'm kind of getting that you don't have to agree with everything that everybody says, but it's more just how we choose to approach the situations. And so if you don't agree, that's okay. But the way you choose to approach it is most important. Okay, so that's your message right now. So Susanna, thank you so much for being here, and thank you for all my subscribers. As a subscriber, you always get a free reading, that's guaranteed, and you get priority paid. They trump subscribers. Okay, so Susanna says, I want to ask whether my ex Joshua will actually reach out. Now I cut the cord. Will my ex Joshua reach out? Okay, so I'm going to go into your records, specifically in S's question. Interesting. I definitely felt like there's love. There is love there. Okay, I'll see what else you said here. Okay, you asked it again. Oh, okay, no. Will my ex Joshua turn up again out of the blue? And does he feel badly? How does he feel? Okay. If you want to, you can add Joshua's last name, and we can also see what comes through on a deeper level. Otherwise, we can still figure this out, okay? How does he feel right now? Okay. There's definitely a burden that between the two of you. And so I'm getting there's some type of restriction going on between you and this person. And obviously, you're saying that there was a separation. You're calling him an ex, but yet you're wondering if he's going to come back and how he feels. So definitely the word burden is coming through. It feels like him in particular, that he needs to do some shadow work. And so shadow work essentially is when we need to, like we'll say if someone's shallow, they might need to do some shadow work and look at why they're shallow, right? They go for people because of the way that they look, right? They care more about this sexual energy than they actually do what's inside. And so they have to step back and say, I really love this person. But maybe there's a hot girl down the corner, that sort of thing. And so they know that that's not good for them to be that way because we can take someone for granted and it's only going to be self-destructive for us as a person. So specifically with Joshua, I'm getting that he has a little bit of shadow work to do. I think he recognizes that he's feeling heavy because he essentially lost you, and I think he knew that you were a very good person for him, but I don't know if he feels like he lost himself along the way. Feel free to share if you want to, Susanna. We're just doing a quick mini reading here for you. But it does feel like don't get your head in a weird place as a result of this situation, because I'm actually feeling this is more something that he needs to, I'm not just saying this to you, I feel like this is something he actually recognizes that he needs to work on, because I think he's sad that he lost you and knows that he was the problem because he was struggling with this internal thing. And this is almost like someone who doesn't want to mature, or who knows that they're struggling, but they're kind of like not wanting to do the work. But when they step away from the relationship, they start to see, ooh, this isn't good. Like, that person is someone I loved, and I'm still feeling this way. I almost feel like this is a male thing as well, that a lot of males can struggle more than women, in the sense of I'm sexually attracted to this person, but they can allow that to get they can become heavy toxic masculinity. Okay, yeah. They can allow this to get blurred, and they're like, they try to shake it off, and they know the difference, but they just kind of lose sight of what's important. So I'm getting that the loss of you has taught them and helped them realize, oh my god, I'm shallow, something like that, along the lines of it anyway. Yeah, so this is something he definitely recognizes that he needs to work on. So I would say with this person, in terms of if you want a relationship with them, I think that you'd have to put a lot aside. Hello. You'd have to put a lot aside to be with them, I feel, again. But I feel like if that were a person that you truly loved, that was able to recognize and do the work, then I think that it would be worth it, okay? But focus on giving this person freedom as well to explore what it is that they need to explore, because if we start to push, that can create another problem as well. So you were probably you were probably capable of seeing through this, right? But it's his own journey, and so what do you do, right? That's part of what he needs to explore. So that is your mini reading. Thank you so much. Do we see him reaching out? Do we see him reaching out randomly? Normally I don't continue to ask questions or let you ask questions where we're doing a mini and you didn't pay for a full, but we'll answer this one for you, okay? I'm getting the answer no. Not randomly, okay? Could I see it working out? I do. So I don't see him reaching out randomly, but I do see there is potential there for sure of it still being able to work out. Okay. Yeah, yeah. So I think if you're waiting on this person to randomly reach out, I wouldn't be patiently waiting on that. All right. Um, Again, things can change, but the word randomly is what is causing me to get the answer no. Okay, so the way we ask questions is important. I am not waiting. Okay, very good, because I think you're seeing he needs to do work and we don't want to push. And he's not going to be like jumping on it either for you. So I think you made a really wise decision, however it unfolded, or you're fortunate to be in the position that you're, because I wouldn't really want to be the one having to learn that lesson. Because I think he definitely took you for granted, I'll be honest. And I don't think you deserve that. And I am really sorry that you had to go through that. I also offer healing in my readings as well. So when you get a full reading, I'll offer the healing as well. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Actually, I changed my mind. Let's do a Theta healing download here because I really like to help people. So guys, you can pay for a reading as well. I'm going to do some free readings here. And if you're a subscriber, I prioritize you. All right. So you're welcome. So we're going to add a little Theta healing download in here, okay? So Theta is where I help you as a practitioner to release anything that's making you feel heavy from the past, and we replace it with something that you want to attract, that you would prefer to feel. Okay? Yes, Theta is awesome. I use it in pretty much all of my one-on-one sessions. In my membership group, you pay a monthly fee, and it's Theta everywhere, and it's really helpful for people to listen to. So all you have to do is say yes. We call these downloads. So when I say, would you like to let go of this and replace it with that, you just say yes in the comments. And then I ask for that for myself as well for you. So you can start, hi Julie. So you can start shifting to that. So great timing for you. We're just doing a Theta healing download, and then we're going to hop into you and give you a message. Okay. So Julie, if you have a question, feel free to ask it. All right, so would you like to know that it's safe for you to be who you are, no matter what that looks like? And everyone that says yes, that will start flowing in. Would you like to know that it's safe for you to move forward and onward so you can heal your heart and love all at the same time? And would you like to know that you can be confident in the person that you are today, and that you can be proud of who you've become as a result of all of this nonsense? Good. And then I integrate that, so that just means everything you said yes to, then it'll start shifting now, okay? And when I say now, it's either instantly or it can come in the next couple weeks, couple months, however it decides it wants to unfold. But keep in mind, we agreed to these things, so things are going to shift as well, okay? And there's one person that didn't say yes to that download, whether it was to the integration. You do have to agree to integrating it as well. It's just a thing. So just making sure you do that now. Good. So in general there's, Susanna, as we sum up that reading for you, thank you so much for purchasing it. So if you guys listened to Susanna's reading, that was a $16 one. It was a mini reading, but we added a little free healing in there because I felt like it would be helpful for others. So confidence is our theme. Confidence, okay? So don't get into your head, because when we're building our confidence, we can't let the negative thoughts, thank you, we can't get those negative thoughts to hurt our self-esteem, because we are worthy of feeling good. So keep that in the back of your head. And Julie, you missed our theta healing or not our theta healing, our yoga class last night, but we did tapping in it. So if you ever become VIP in the membership group, and anybody that wants that, it's $55.55 a month. You can cancel at any time. But the replay is in there, and the tapping piece was really helpful. It was very much about love and sadness and anxiety. So although I'm calling it yoga, it's more healing than anything. We're just incorporating a little bit of breath and stretching, okay? And our next one, next week, is yoga for health. We're going to be working a bit more on nutrition and digestion and allowing energy to absorb into our bodies and into our bloodstream so we can feel better. So throwing that out there, and that's 14. All right. So Julie, what is your question here? You said, I just got an interview for a new job, scared. Okay. So it sounds like you want to work on career here. Okay. So guys, you can pay for a reading, you can subscribe, or I can pick you for a free as well. Okay. And that's in my link tree if you want to do a paid. Thank you so much for being here as well. The star, Angel of Hope. Well, I'm hearing thunder and lightning. Thunder, lightning. So I'm seeing you being in a good mood, and that's a good thing. My papa recently passed away. Are you okay? So Shandy, if I feel called to, we will. Cramping calves. LOL. Okay, very frightening. Okay. Yes, it is. So, but I'm getting remind yourself that you're talented. Okay, this is really important. So when you're going into your interview, you don't need to lie in your interview because you are talented. So keep that in the back of your head when you go to proceed. Just be like, well, I have these qualities. I don't need to pretend that I have them. I have them. So, because the star talks about not just hope, but success as well. So, your future really is an indicator. I'm getting your future as an indicator of your past as well. So when you're coming in, you're just showcasing how wonderful of a person you are. And so if you see yourself that way, you will come across that way, and they'll see it as well. So I'm getting to be your bright self. And if you're able to showcase who you truly are, then you'll get that job. Because it does feel like the hope that you come in with is going to determine the outcome. So if you have that energy that you have already, and really focus on your talent, which you have, then you're all good. Okay, but sometimes we can be a little heavy coming into things when it's actually the opposite of what we want to be doing, right? So if you have to take that tequila shot before you go and brush your teeth 3 times, just kidding. Just get into the energy of what you desire, and that's why I love Reiki healing as well, because when we learn our level 2, again, that's in my VIP membership, you can watch at your own time and learn and get the attunements in Reiki level 2. We call in distant future healing. So when we're feeling nervous about things, we can already feel like all the things that we are worried about are naturally healed and worked through. And it is really helpful, especially if we're going into the hospital or stuff like that. And before I'm really nervous about something, I'll go into my Akashic Records, where you're in the pro membership group. You have access to those as well. So I find going into my own records and seeing what comes through can be helpful ahead of time. All right, so it just can give you more perspective. So you can ask questions like, what should I prepare for? What should I showcase? What do I need to wear? Just ask some of those deeper questions for yourself as well. I learned so much from running my own business for years. There you go, exactly. So you can showcase that automatically. But again, just get into the energy too, not just of what you're showcasing, but be in that energy. I lost my heart. I've worked so hard. Exactly. Yes, you are a very hard worker. We know that. Kind of tearing up. It's been such a journey. Yeah. And so, yeah, just that little bit of healing and that little bit of clearing can go a long way. So, hello, welcome in. So let's do another theta healing here. Okay. Download. So would you like to know, and you have been a part of it with me. Thank you. You're welcome. And you've helped me in my business as well. Those two ways, guys. The people that support me in my business, I support, and it's a two-way street, right? I'm no better than you are. And I really appreciate the support along the way. Oh, like all the warm stuff. So would you like to know that you can stay on this healing journey as long as you like, and nobody can take that away from you? If so, just say yes. Would you like to know that the characteristics and qualities about yourself are extra special? And would you like to know how to showcase your extra special qualities to the world without feeling insecure anymore? You want to let that go on a history level as well. So it's like on a societal level where people have made you feel like you should be self-conscious or feel down about who you are because you're different. And that's anybody that wants that can say yes. Good. And I'm hearing now this song, earlier I was hearing thunder, lightning. I'm hearing Amazing Grace. So I don't know what that song means to you. But it's a beautiful song. So when someone sings Amazing Grace, it's so powerful and it's so strong. And it really doesn't matter who's singing Amazing Grace. It's okay, it's your favorite song. It's a beautiful song. Right? If somebody's even kind of sucked at the song and they were brave enough to sing it, you're still gonna be mesmerized by that song, and that's giving me chills everywhere. So basically what I'm saying is we don't have to be the best at the best to represent kindness or love, right? I actually had that conversation with my husband right now because he's new in management, and so he's doing interviews, and we were discussing the importance of positive attitudes. And that he said, well, if somebody's a hard worker, but they have a crappy attitude, but they're the ones working really hard, how do we compare someone who is less of a worker and they're nice, and we didn't exactly say it that way. He wasn't talking about it that specific way, but I kind of brought in the importance of someone having a positive attitude, and they can learn things. They can learn to clean up their act. They can learn to be a better worker. But that person that has that crappy attitude, when you're stuck with them in a workplace, that can create a toxic environment for others, and sometimes you're stuck with them, right? So do we want the people that we can see potential in, that we can that are willing to learn? And so if you're saying, hey, I don't know how to do that, but I have a positive attitude and I'm willing to learn, then I would hire someone like that, right? Just some food for thought. Alright guys, so we're doing paid readings, we're doing readings for subscribers, and we're doing free readings for others as well. So thank you for liking and tapping the screen. I have my heart here because I missed love readings here on TikTok yesterday. I want it to come on. We have just been so busy. So I'm just getting back into the swing of things. I'll be doing a lot more stuff back on here as well. My evening, Candace. Thank you for asking. Don't think I know you. My evening is going really well. I kind of feel like my evening is like going into calm, doing a little bit more chill stuff, which is nice. I love nighttime. So anyone that wants a reading, just put your name in the screen. I'm feeling called to my crystal ball. It's a really cool crystal ball. I have my husband got me flowers, so they're over here in the corner. I'll show them to you. Hello, welcome in. They're very like Valentine's Day romantic. And then my mother-in-law and father-in-law bought us a beautiful like spring bouquet with so many they are with so many different colors in it. So next time I'm on, I'll show you that bouquet. They're a little bit taller and bigger. So it's just nice to have flowers in the house. It makes you feel good, brings in good energy. Okay, so if you would like a reading, just put your name in the comments. And if you have a question, just let me know what it is. Again, you can get a paid reading as well. We can do some healing, we can do some mediumship. I have a card spread option. And then the last person did a mini reading, so we did an Akashic Records reading for her. But I want to use my crystal ball. All right, Hannah, I'm feeling called to you. So is there anyone specific that you feel you want to connect with? Or just general? I love that we're just a small group here. My brother Justin. Okay, something told me to ask you that. All right. I don't know how long you've been on here listening, but we were talking about confidence as a theme. I don't know if he had something going on with his brain. Anything to do with the brain relate to you with him? But the reason why confidence is coming up is, I feel like even if he overdosed. Okay, sorry to hear that. So that makes sense, right, Bree? Um, he's kind of, his energy, first of all, feels like he really liked to laugh. So he's emphasizing on laughter. Um, and it feels like you are very sensitive to his passing. So good for you to even want to talk about it, because I'm getting like you'll only talk about it when you're in the mood to, or with certain people, or maybe there are times where people bring it up and you don't want to talk about it, or I don't know if it just feels very touchy and very sensitive, which is absolutely fair. But I want to go back to my first thought with him. I'm a recovering addict as well, so yes, very hard. Okay, so very sensitive topic for you. Well, good for you for being in recovery, because sometimes we need, unfortunately, things to happen in our life to make a change. So I'm kind of hearing that he's emphasizing on that's a blessing that it's a blessing in disguise. Um, so um, so what feels very heavy is actually what makes you feel very light. Okay. Usually my mediumship readings are $35. We're just gonna do like a quick little energy read here for you. I also have that as an option sent over to your email or one-on-one if you feel like you want more privacy or to go deeper. But I want to go back to my first thought. I feel like maybe when he was alive, he was in his ego a lot. And so, if you don't know what the ego is, it's basically when we're not in our heart, we're in our head. And so it can come across as who's in their ego can come across as someone who is like confident when they're actually very insecure. And so they're playing the role of, I need to be this, be this way, but deep down they're not vibing that. And I feel like we see this a lot in the healing world when we use affirmations. I'm strong, I'm comfortable, I'm sexy. And then somebody might say, but I don't feel that way. Why am I going to say that if I don't feel that? And we say, well, when you affirm this, you will become this. And so I kind of feel like his energy that he portrayed was very different than the energy he was feeling inside. And I think that's where he was a very sensitive person who was very influenced. And I think that's more what's coming through here. It was him being influenced by other people that were different from him. And so it's almost like when we fall down the cracks and the wrong path with the wrong crowd, that sort of thing. So I'm feeling like what's interesting is his message here is that in the spirit world, he's getting the help that he needs, right? So you in this life had a blessing in disguise where you're I don't know if it feels like you were forced to recover because of the loss. Um, but unfortunately that happens when something bad happens, something good happens. So he's encouraging you to recognize that all of this was a blessing in disguise for you, and because you're moving on to the right track and the right path for yourself. And it's a work in progress, and I think you're doing a great job. He wants you to know that you're doing a great job. I don't know if you have a tattoo of him or somebody else does, but I feel like he's acknowledging that you thought about that or you want that or somebody has that, which he also I think appreciates because they're reminded of him that way. I don't know if any of this relates to you, but also again he's healing in the spirit world. In your sister has a tattoo. Okay, so he acknowledges that and appreciates that as well, so you can let her know. Um, I think your sister might have some anxiety as well, so I think he's getting her to acknowledge that weight that or burden or guilt that she carries as well for her to um, work on healing that. Like I teach yoga in these little tiny environments over Zoom. Like lately, I've only had one person. I'm just getting into it, so she'd probably be a perfect person to come in because we're just at the beginner levels of teaching. And yeah, so he's healing. He's doing his work. Okay, so just to let you know that he's doing that. All right. So if you're worried about him, you don't need to be. So he's good, and he like would I feel like he wouldn't send you to me if he didn't feel that I were able to help you. Okay. Yeah, so the sister actually, Hannah, needs the more of the meditation, the yoga, all of that. So hello, welcome in. So thank you so much, Hannah. I really appreciate that. That's making me feel emotional. I hope that you felt that was helpful. But his spirit's right here with you. And I think he more um what's interesting is you're welcome, when you lay on your stomach, like if you sleep or you're resting on your stomach, um, I feel like you're going to feel his energy more. Uh, so maybe it's easier for you to relax that way or trust yourself more that way. I don't know, but it feels like when you lay on your belly, your energy feels safer and more relaxed and rested, something like that. Okay. So just pay attention. That's so funny. I always sleep on my stomach. Okay. Well, he's just acknowledging that like he knows that and and that he's more there, I think, to comfort you. You probably cry a lot still. Um, so he acknowledges that he's there kind of giving you that love, which is beautiful. I have dreams about him and he looks healthy. I love that. Yeah. So again, nighttime, sleep time, that sort of thing. So keep connecting with him through the dreams, but also just pay attention while you're awake as well when you're laying on your stomach. All right, you're welcome. Um, dreams are interesting. I also interpret dreams, and I have a dream interpretation workshop in my beginner level membership. That's $11.11. It's through horsemanreadings.com. Got tons of good stuff in there. And then in my VIP, we also have a signs and symbols program, which also talks about our connection throughout our day of dreams, numbers, animals, things like that, and all these little signs that are helping us along the way that sometimes we're not paying attention to. So we can ask for signs, but we can also just be living throughout our day and have so many messages that we don't recognize. So all right, moving on. Is Papa okay? Papa is okay, yes. So Tina, we're gonna go into you because you're a subscriber. You're welcome. So Tina, If you have something you want to work on, let's do it. I haven't been on here in a little while, so I really appreciate the new people and people who have been here supporting me. I missed our readings for Valentine's Day, so I'm totally open to doing some Valentine's readings. If you want to pay for a reading as well, you can do that through horsemanreadings.com or click my link tree in my bio. I have an angel therapy class coming up this Saturday. I have lots of specials. I have a 3-question reading for $13 Canadian, which is awesome. So it's nice to have those options where you want to check in with your week or your month. All right, so just any message works for me. I keep getting trust, Tina. Trust, trust, trust. There's something going on here where it feels like maybe you're not listening to friends, even if they might be giving you compliments. You know, when your friends are like, oh, your hair looks so cute today, and you're like, no, it doesn't, no. I'm kind of getting to receive a bit more, to trust that the people that are trying to bring you up and giving you good vibes and giving you good energy are there for a reason, and let them in, let them help you, let them support you. So I'm not sure if there's something going on right now that's making you feel like you don't want to receive, or if it's just past stuff from a lack of trust or respect in the past. But it does feel like it's your time to shine. You can't screw things up, and there's a lot of permission for you to move forward right now. So maybe just allowing yourself to receive that good energy and be who you are and move forward with that. Okay, I'll put the replay up from this, since there are theta healing downloads in this, under YouTube. Okay, so I should be able to, knock on wood, download that and pop it in there. And I have other videos in there as well. Okay, so lots of resources, and you can book a free 30-minute call in with me as well if you have questions. You want to know how to navigate my membership, or whatever you want to know. Thank you so much for sharing. Hello, and you're welcome, Tina. Okay, hope you found that helpful, Tina. Does it resonate? So Caitlin, we are doing paid readings, okay? So we do mediumship for $35. I believe a full reading is, I don't know what a full reading is, can't remember. That's under my link tree and you can find it. A mini reading is $16. If you get a full, we'll do healing in your reading, and then I believe it's $10 for a card spread. Something like that, okay? And what you'll see underneath my store is these are like live TikTok readings. So other than that, they're all gonna get sent over to your email, okay? Do have trouble trusting. Okay, so just acknowledging that. If you want to get a candle for our next full moon, when I do our full moon candle ceremony underneath TikTok Live, I'll pull out a candle for each person that purchased one. And then when you buy that candle, you can let me know what you're releasing. So when I go to do the healings and give you the messages, I'll put in the energy that you're releasing during the ceremony based on what you said. Otherwise, I'm going to pick. And then the replays underneath YouTube as well if you can't make that. I think it's maybe $9 or something for that. So, can you tell that it's been a while because my memory's hurting. So, if you would like a quick reading here, so if you're a subscriber, you get a free reading every time. You can get a paid reading, paid Trump subscribers. Sometimes we don't do free readings, but tonight it's been a while, and I want to come in and do some Valentine's Day vibes. So let me know if you would like one. And if you have a question, just ask it. Also, I'm underneath Instagram. I do lives under YouTube. And I have Facebook. I have a spiritual support team, which is where you can ask questions and I'll do a live or answer those there. Sometimes I do free readings in there. I have a business page and a profile page. As I was already sharing, people have been making fake accounts of me, so just make sure that when you're using my link tree in the bio, that you click that and click to make sure you're on the right one, okay? So we have 2 cards left. Let's do some general messages here. The Hanged Man. I'm getting there's some awkward energy coming forward here for some people. A little bit of discomfort and mistrust for sure. There's a butterfly here. My throat's feeling really funny, and so I feel like you're just questioning a little bit of your spiritual path right now. And so when I think about this, it's like you're, as we were already talking about, if you've been listening here for a bit, about signs and symbols, you might be thinking, do I really believe in yeah, like the law of attraction or the power of positivity? And I think this frustration or discomfort or questioning is coming from whether it's your parents' values or it could be some of it your own values. These are things that I help people release when we do theta healing. So you can purchase a full reading if you want to get some clearings that way. And a one-on-one session would be good for that. But a lot of it is the reason why we need to focus on clearing this energy is because a lot of times the negativity that we're feeling doesn't even belong to us. And so I'm feeling badly for you because this uncertainty is holding you back from moving into the next chapter and following more of your dreams. So definitely clear that energy up, okay? King of Cups, and just explore through horsemanreadings.com as well if you're wondering, like, if you have just curiosity, there might be something there for you. Okay, commitment. Here's a general message, guys. I'm doing free readings too if you're interested in one. If you're a subscriber, you get a free reading, and you can also get a paid under my link tree. So this is talking about someone who, because they're so compassionate, they're struggling a little bit with either other people's lack of compassion, or sometimes it's forcing them to become less compassionate. And we have to be really careful with this because we don't want to feel like we're getting into our ego or we're starting to control as a result of what's going on in our external environments. So this could be somebody else's relationship patterns that are pissing you off because you don't share those same energies. And it's when things are getting, it's like when our feng shui's off, man. But it's like, oh, there's too much fire with this person, or oh, there's too much emotion with this person. And if you're in my membership group and you listen to our weekly, this will make sense for you. If you're under my YouTube and you listen to the weekly for this week, this will also make sense for you. And I can't wait to see, probably tomorrow I'll do that video on what will be coming through next week. And guys, Julie, you're in my membership group. I'm going to do the Theta Healing downloads for our group. Because I do that on the 15th of every month. I'm going to do that after I get off here, okay? And I'll post it under the website. So yeah, there are a couple things coming through here where I'm hearing it's vicious cycles, all right? These are just patterns that people are experiencing. And so can we step back from these issues? Can we step back and relax a bit more? Because I feel like it's starting to either intimidate you or make you feel controlled, or you could even become controlling as a result of this. So stand back and steer clear of these people, and it could almost become toxic for you. And so I have been listening to other people's weekly energies talking about that, where there might be some nasty comments coming through from certain people out of the blue, and you're like, what? Where is this coming from? Or certain topics that are just seem off. So be careful and cautious of that, because this is more, it's going to shift, but this is more about them being that way. And so I do feel this weekend, I'll probably do a weekend energy reading as well and post it here. But I feel like this weekend the energy is going to move slightly. So you're going to find more people are compassionate and understanding. And it's just kind of where we are. So you'll find that this weekend is actually quite nice in terms of people being more laid back and more relaxed. But right now it's just been a little intense. All right. Am I going to find love this year, Jerry? I'm getting no and yes. I'm getting that you're probably going to meet somebody, but do I feel that that's your person? No. And so whenever I see this type of situation, sometimes it can be because you're blocking yourself from meeting that person. So, Jerry, would you say that and Caitlin was saying I'm getting her energy. Would you say this is something that you believe will happen for you? Do you think your belief system is off around finding love? I wish. You wish to find love? Is that what you mean? Ida, do you see me meeting Daniel in person this year? Getting a no? Getting a no for that. Again, we can shift things. Is Jake lying to me? Getting a no? I'm getting a no and a no. Is he your forever no? And is he lying now? So another thing where we're talking about faith and that sort of thing, when we feel that people aren't being faithful or trustworthy, is that like us being insecure? Is that us being jealous? Is this us being controlling? Is this we're getting into our own head? What are the things that are making you feel that this person is not trustworthy? So I think it's more important to look at that first and foremost. So Jerry, I'm kind of getting here, if I look into the crystal ball for you with love, this came up at the very beginning. This is when I know it's time to go, because it comes full circle, where it's important to follow through with our beliefs on what we want. And so if you guys have been watching from the beginning, that was coming up with somebody else in the start of their love reading. Are we putting our bar up here, right? That nobody can meet that bar? Or is it our bar's up here, and then when we meet somebody, and they're here, we're like, it's okay. So, that's kind of coming up for you to follow through with these beliefs that you have and take action on that. So if you believe in true love, you believe there's a person out there for you, what are you doing about that? Are you calling your soulmate in? And that's giving me chills. So start calling that person in. I do all kinds of stuff related to this. I'm also doing $20 love readings sent over to your email until the 16th. So I guess that would be until the end of tomorrow. I've got lots of stuff, so feel free to take a look at some of that stuff, okay? We've been through a lot getting into my own head because he has before. Okay, yeah, for sure. So maybe what I'm picking up, is he lying to you right now? It's a no. Did he lie to you before? I guess so. So we're just focusing on here and now stuff, right? So sometimes we need healing from the past as well, because if we're going to stay in a relationship with somebody, are we going to hold their past against them all the time? Women tend to be way worse than men when it comes to this stuff. I feel like we can if we have great memories. I do. Like, remember that time in 2004 when you looked at that girl when I went to the bathroom? I would never actually do that, but I'm using that as an example of how we can remember things that hurt us, that we haven't truly moved through, and then kind of make somebody feel badly about something that maybe they didn't even mean to do, or maybe that was an old version of them. So we're growing and healing as we go in these relationship patterns ourselves, right? So just committing to the action steps. I am having trouble getting into programs in Pro. If you could email me how to access. Okay, no problem. Yeah, so basically I'm just going to tell you right now, because I do have a couple videos. I have videos on how to get into Pro here, Julie. So you feel free to scroll. Hi, Tito. Feel free to scroll down and see the video that talks about the Pro level. And so what it is there's a login through my website. So you have to go to hello, yay! You have to go to horsemanreadings.com, okay? And then for a person that's not a member in the membership group, you click on memberships and you'll see different plans. So there's beginner, pro, and VIP. And it'll prompt you to pay for a plan. And once you pay for that plan, so you'll create a login, which is the email that you've signed up with. And then when you go back into horsemanreadings.com and you hover over memberships, you're going to see a drop-down box, and you'll see like Theta Healing. When you click on Theta Healing, what you'll do is hey Amanda, you'll see all these videos, and what you have to do is click the arrow to get to the next video, click the arrow to get to the next video. And then if you want to get into something else, like our guided meditations, you'll hover back over memberships, and you'll see the other options. Okay, is that helpful, Julie? Also, sometimes instead of using your arrow, it'll say all videos, and you'll see them all pop up. So the key thing is making sure you're logged in, because everybody needs to log in to get through horsemanreadings.com, especially if you have a membership group, or you have a membership plan, and then it'll show you what you can get into. So when you're pro, you can't get into Reiki because that's part of VIP. So if anybody is coming in that doesn't have a plan, they're going to go to try to click on them, and it'll say you don't have a plan. Okay? So if you have any more questions about that, Julie, let me know, because I want to make sure everybody understands that. Oh, thank you. So Tito, let's focus on you because you're a subscriber. Welcome in. So you can do a paid reading as well, guys. So we have a card spread, we have a mini readings, we have a full reading, and that includes healing with it, and then we have a mediumship reading. We're still doing free readings here. I was going to head off here, but let's do some more. It's been a while. So Tito, do you have a question? I was just itchy all of a sudden. Hello, hi, welcome in. If you have a question, put it in. Anybody that has one, you can put it in, okay? Welcome in, guys. Thank you so much. Why am I being tested this week? Ooh, great question. I want to light my sage all of a sudden. I think the world's been tested. Do you agree? You're not the only one. Hi. Well, you have Nine of Pentacles, okay? When it comes to money, it says comfort with money, and this is absolutely work related. And so you're saying you're being tested. Feel free to share how you feel you're being tested, and I can help you out a little bit more, because I think you're so kind and sensitive and loving and compassionate, if I didn't say that already. But I'm feeling like you need more risk, because you're doing all the right things, but sometimes life gets a little dull. And so it feels like, yeah, you've got to like spice it up. I'm not sure why it's lagging. You've got to spice it up a little bit so that when you feel like things aren't working in your favor, you've got enough good stuff going on that it'll balance. So if you feel like your whole life is around family and work, because you have kind of mentioned that before, I'm getting just you have to spice it up a bit. Try different things, go in different directions, do things that you would never normally do on a Saturday night. That's all right. That's a Rankin family sound, by the way. So yeah, so what's coming up here for sure is maybe a perfectionist side that you have, where you don't want to screw it up. You don't want other people not to like you, and it kind of feels like this bar is too high for yourself. It's almost like if you were just allowing yourself to be more you and have more fun, and outside of work, you'd be coming back to work feeling like, whoa, life's awesome, and then other people are like, oh, that's so cool, you know. So it almost feels like don't care as much what other people think, and don't, like, bring more funk, bring more sparkle, bring more spice, because you have that personality. So let that be at work and outside of work, okay? Because this is definitely someone who's letting their emotions get into their head and stuff like that because of past stuff, Thank you for the follow. And then the heartache part is, yeah, you've been through some shit, so you don't want to repeat the pain. But the pain here will only repeat if you let negativity in, or if you're hard on yourself, or if you're worrying about what other people think. So that's kind of what's coming through with the testing. It's more just your own thought process and being such a kind, sensitive person. So, like, life is good, but it could even be better if you let it be better. Does that make sense? So thank you so much for your question. Tito is a subscriber. That's why we picked her, just so you know. So let's do a Theta Healing download here for you. So would you like to know that it's safe for you to be helpful with other people without feeling like it's your job? And would you like to know when it comes to your career that you can be a magical human being while still treating yourself the way you deserve to be treated? So, Creator says you're doing great, okay? You're going to do great. So, I normally don't see things that way, but I'm just feeling like step outside your comfort zone a little bit. Be not afraid to be who you are, you know? And if people don't like you, they can stick it. Stick it. And I know that's so easy to say and not always easy to do. I know our feelings get hurt. I know our self-esteem can get low. I know we want to be a part of cycles and circles, and it's easy to do that. But you know what? It's a lot better if you're just okay with you. And so it really comes down to this isn't just for you, but it really comes down to knowing how awesome you are and telling yourself how awesome you are. And when you're around people who know how awesome you are because they appreciate your awesomeness, because they see that in you, that'll help you too. It'll raise your vibration. So making sure that you are creating those group moments and circles with people that can show you that light too. Okay, like we did before in our women's group, right? So keep an eye on some of the things that I have as it's coming up as well. I hope my sister helped me this week. I feel like she's letting you, she's letting you take a breather. I think that you need to do some breath work and create some of that space. Okay, my tapping sessions that I offer I send over by email. That might be a goodie for you too. That's $11. All right. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to take off. I feel like I'm done here. I have to go do my Theta Healings for my pro level in my membership group after this, and then I'm going to call it quits until tomorrow. I'm going to do my best to get on as much as I can tomorrow because I feel like I haven't been around, and I'll try to make up for that and do some longer readings for some people here too. Okay, guys, thanks so much for being here. Take care. Bye for now. Oh, and we're going to integrate all of that energy with permission. Good. Oh, and I'm hearing, yes, your sister's there and she is helping you and supporting you. She seems funny. All right, take care. Bye.